our recap for our beginners class on Wednesday the 30th of April.
Yeah.
Today was week 4 in our block of 4, working on 8 count basics, and we just consolidated and tweaked our basic moves. One of the things we talked about and worked on was looking at how we placed the girl on 5. So the leaders would then choose as to how far she was going to travel, and this would be done by how far he got her to step on 5. So literally placing those. You go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then place the follow. 6, 7, and 8. And basically as the follow, I would just continue the momentum that I'd be given by my leader. Then the other thing we started doing with this was also choosing to place the follow in a different spot from what you would expect on a normal swing out, i.e. we didn't necessarily travel in a straight line. He may ask me to go around a corner because there's an obstacle where he wanted to put me originally, etc. Very useful for when you're on a crowded dance floor and there are people in the way. So again, it happens on 5 when James decides to place me, so we can go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 7, and 8. And the other thing we then worked on was how to make our dancing a little bit faster. So if the music's a bit faster, how are we going to manage to do that without feeling like we're out of control? And that is a lot to do with trying to make sure that your hips are back, your weight's over your toes, and that when you step, you lead with your upper body. So you're stepping right underneath yourself, rather than leading with your feet, which is what we do when we walk. So it's kind of feeling a bit like you're in a jogging position, rather than a running, because when you run, again, you go heel-toe. So you should be feeling like you drop down into the ball of your foot as you step. That will help you travel, that will help you dance faster. And then lastly, the other thing we talked about was trying to make sure that our hips are square to our partner. This makes it a lot easier for the leads to lead and the follows to follow, because we're in quite a square position here on 3 and 4, rather than having our hips twisted against each other. This makes it a lot harder to try and put me in a certain place, while as if I'm here, it's a lot easier for James to place me on 5. The last thing we talked about was also the hold here on the close side. Some ladies were tending to be a little bit close like this and wanting to reach this hand all the way up in the shoulder as much as you could, which meant, especially if you're dancing with someone tall like James, you'd end up being a lot closer than you need to be. It means it's a bit uncomfortable to look at each other. So all that I've suggested to the ladies is that you can then grab your partner sort of on his bicep, just above the elbow. This is still comfortable. We're still getting a really good connection here, but we've got enough distance to be able to look at each other in 3 and 4. Plus, if we push our hips back, even though our chests are roughly the same distance apart, it feels like we're further apart. We've got more space in which to dance. So really quite a technical class today, but I think it was good in that we consolidated our basics, ready to move on to intermediate with the 8 count basic. Next week we're going to do Charleston. We'll see you then. Catch you later.
Good night.